Hey traders from around the world, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. Hope you had a great weekend. It's your Monday Real Life Stock Review. Today, of course, being the 16th of May. Happy birthday. Shout out to my mom and sister who both had the same birthday, which was yesterday. Let's talk about the general markets today. Here is the SPY. Nice up day today, still hanging out within this range. And I mentioned Friday and Wednesday that we probably would stay within this triangle for the next week. And I don't know if we necessarily do or not, but tomorrow kind of expecting a little bit of a small candle. So here's what my analysis is at this point. If we get the bearish candle tomorrow, Wednesday will be a very telling day. And the reason I figure that is because I try to look for a lot of similarities in wave structure and candles. And as you guys remember, I really did piece a lot of similarities back in over this time frame. And at this particular point in time, my thought is, here's a candle where we opened below the 50 and traded higher for a few days. Candle that opened below the 50 and traded higher for a few days. Came down and then closed right on the 50. Came down, closed right on the 50. And then had a small gap up and a nice bullish day. Small gap up and a nice bullish day. So my thought is there are definitely some similarities there. They're happening a little bit quicker. So tomorrow, if we get a bearish candle like the one that we got on that day right there, and we break out bullish, I do still think we go higher. I mentioned that. I've been saying that I think we go higher. I don't necessarily think the market rolls over, at least not yet. But this will be a very telling day, Wednesday or Thursday, if we take out some of these lows right here. We take out these 204 price range on the SPY, specifically with some closes, something like that, a little bit of a bearish candle. Yeah, that definitely be telling. So at this particular point in time, still relatively bullish to neutral, and I anticipate we get up into 213 sometime June, July, where I will be really interested to see exactly what the market does, and I'll be pretty heavy in the cash at that point to see, kind of what happens overall. So today, just letting you guys know, I'm usually really excited. I'm obviously really excited today as well. Had a little bit of a down day today, mostly thanks to Apple. Apple, I had a bull put spread on this trade. So for those of you who are not really super familiar with credit spreads, I'll do it. Do the best justice I can. Pretty much I didn't want Apple to go lower than there, and it did. And then I unraveled half the position, anticipating and / hoping the Apple would go a little bit lower. Comes out over the weekend that Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway have $1 billion invested in Apple, and we popped really strong. So I definitely lost a solid margin on Apple bull put spread. It's going to happen from time to time. The reason I'm mentioning that is because a lot of traders will just gloss over their losses. You'll only hear about the wins. You'll never hear about the real life stuff. Definitely lost on this trade. Lost money. It's going to take me a few weeks to battle back from that, but that is okay. It's all about losing small in this game, ladies and gentlemen, because if you do have one giant loss, if you just get absolutely shredded, you get too emotionally invested into one stock, and you just can't face the losses, then that's where bad issues happen. So this morning, here's my analysis. It's pretty much this. And I mentioned this morning it was going to be, this is a bullish gap. I'll give it 2-3 hours to see if it fades. It did not. So if I come in here to the 5-minute chart, shout out to my buddy Jason Chase. So stock gapped up, black candle on the 5-minute chart. Break above the high, stop above the low. Worked out well for a day trade. If you got a chance to trade it, I did not. I was busy exiting my bearish position. So anyway, I was in a bearish position on Apple today since it closed below support. So what next? What happens next on Apple? Here's what I think. And as I mentioned a few days ago, Apple down here is not going to give people what it wants. People want it to go bearish. People want it to go bullish. It's going to be a little bit of a tough play. My buddy Blake just emailed me with this theory that he thinks it trades up a little bit higher, rolls back down, and this is going to be the time to buy. I actually agree with that fully. I think that is a really good indication of what's going to happen on Apple. So if you are trading Apple long-term, you guys know I still have long-term positions on Apple. I'm not upset by the move today at all. Definitely lost. It's going to take me a little bit to battle back, but that's okay. That's what the market's for. Every single day, every single week, you have trading opportunities to make money. And as long as you lose small, that is the key. So Apple, off of this support, I do anticipate it going a little bit higher. Today is a retest gap. It is a good move, 54 million shares. Not a massive amount of volume, believe it or not. It's not like Warren Buffett bought today. It was just disclosed that he does have $1 billion stake in Apple. So he probably bought honestly, I didn't look at the exact report, but probably bought somewhere in this time frame, and he'll probably buy again if it trades down to the $80 level or 81 at least. I would assume he'd buy a little bit more. So anyway, that's my thought on Apple. That's his take on Apple. Both myself and Warren Buffett are bullish on Apple. So we'll find out what happens over the long term. Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX. Keeping a close eye on this one, up 1.25%. I don't have any trade on Netflix at the moment. This stop is more or less of an alert for me to see if I have any issues with this put sale. So again, I do have a lot of bullish positions on the market right now. Netflix is a bullish position. $8 put sale, that's a put sale that's going to expire worthless this Friday as long as Netflix stays above 80, which I relatively intended to do so. Facebook, down a little bit today. Got the 120 covered call expiring this Friday. Robert and a lot of other traders got a covered call here on Facebook. Realistically, ladies and gentlemen, with this retest gap right here, I intend for it to do something like this. I don't really see it doing too much up at these all-time high levels. Yes, I'm bullish, but this is the all-time high. Not the time to buy. This is the time to sell, lock in some gains, or do some covered calls. Just be patient and wait. So if this covered call expires worthless this Friday, which it probably will, I'll do a 125 for June. And that would probably be, I think, like the 23rd covered call in a row or something like that on Facebook. So this thing has just been grinding slowly, ever so slowly higher. ExxonMobil, same thing. Got a covered call on ExxonMobil expiring this Friday. $90 covered call. It's also a bullish position. British Petroleum, ticker symbol BP. Got a covered call expiring this Friday, which is also a bullish position. So a lot of bullish positions out there. Here's Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. Got a 72.50.70 June bull put spread. So if I can make all of my spreads profitable between now and June, I should be making up back for my loss from Apple. So again, it was definitely a loss, no question. With spreads, you try to do your best to lose less than your margin on that one that does go wrong. Didn't happen on Apple. Nothing you can really do about that, so it's all good. So anyway, Alibaba, 72.50.70 June bull put spread. That's the position I got on ticker symbol BABA. Here's VRX. Very newsworthy recently, this particular stock. And it is, without question, in a little bit of a channel. I'm not going to deny that at all, but keep your eyes on the prize, guys. Earnings, I believe, is right around the corner on VRX, at least according to TradingView. It's the 18th of May. I don't own any shares. I don't have any positions of VRX. I think this is going to go to zero, honestly. This stock is really interesting. If it bounces from here, awesome. But if it trades back up to this resistance, I think people would look to short it again. This stock has just continually, every gap up, every move, every what looks to be a good pop has gotten sold, and I think it might roll over again on VRX. So just something to keep in mind. Verify when earnings is verify when earnings is coming up, because if it's not this week and you want to do a put sale or be a little bit more bullish down here off of this 26 support, I can fully understand that. It's all about buying low, selling high. Makes sense to me. Here's Solar City, ticker symbol SCTY, and Solar City, very, very good support right there based on this previous candle. This is a bearish gap down. I'm not going to deny that at all, and volume is declining since that move. So it seems to me like we could trade right back up into here and roll over. So if you're looking to do a put sale on this one, just give this a little bit of time to see how it interacts with the 10. And if it does roll over, you might be able to get a little bit better of a put sale down here, or maybe down here. This is where I'm actually looking to buy Solar City. I don't know if it goes down to $8 or not, $9, but if it does, I'll be looking to buy down there if Solar City can make it. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not really entirely sure, but I like this little move. Volume is declining. I think it rolls over a little bit and does something like this, and then if it pops, it bounces. So if you want to allow yourself to a put sale or something down there, something to keep your eye on. Ticker symbol X. We are in a bearish position on X. We've moved our stop down to 1537 for those in that particular position, just something as an update. VMware did hit our target today. So we had a target of 59.24. We hit the target today. For those of you who were in that particular trade, great job. Got to give a shout out to my buddy Vinny Patel. He's the one who texted me about it on the 3rd of May, which was right there. 3rd of May. So on the 3rd of May, came up with a trading plan. Entry, stop, to our target, boom, boom. Thanks for the 2R text, Vinny. I appreciate it, man. It's awesome. I think, what else? Do we have anything else? Oh, PANW. PANW got triggered in today, bearish at 133.71. So I'm looking for this one to kind of roll over, something like that, before earnings. So I'll be keeping an eye on Palo Alto Network. That's pretty much about it. So yes, we did have a bullish trade to our target. We do have 2 bearish swing trades, and we have a lot of bullish non-directional trades, which means overall I'm still neutral, a little bit more bullish to neutral overall in the short to intermediate term. Long term, on the markets, still very, very neutral overall, but I still think that the market gives us some higher highs in 2016 and 2017. It'll just depend on really what happens with the elections. If we get this, or if we get this, it'll be interesting to find out. But really, I think the pink is more likely. But regardless, I'll buy the dips as they come along. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this Monday Real Life Stock Review. I appreciate it. You guys rock. I'll see you Wednesday on your next one. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.